Off you go, boys.
Hello, my name is Bobby.
Hello, my name is Pada.
My name is Tommy.
My name is Dara. And today we're going to show you how to plant a bluebell. So, get a pot and some soil and a bulb. Make a little hole in your soil with your finger. Then, put your bulb into the hole and hairy side down, or some people call them roots, and pointy side up. Then pop it into your hole and cover it up, and then wait it for it to grow.
Well done. That's fantastic.
Bye from Stabannon.
Bye,
Stabannon.
See you next week.
Welcome to Loud Looking Good 2022. We hope you enjoy this video, which highlights the work carried out by Tidy Towns volunteers in our towns and villages. And we will also hear from a number of those volunteers as they chat to us about the work they have been involved with in their communities.
Hello, my name is Geraldine Lynch. I'm involved in Stabannon and Tidy Towns for the last 15 years, and I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed being here. You get involved in so many projects and you learn so much, and this is why I have been loving it here. And with this knowledge and power, we put practice into this lovely little village. We got to complete our phase 2 in our footpaths and the street lighting. We also then unveiled the heritage plaque on the church wall, and that was a great morning in Stabannon. Then third, we got new trellis put in along the footpaths in the centre of the village, and this was sponsored by Elite Fencing, because this has added a lovely trim to our footpath along the edge of our border. We also add new flowers then to that bed as well, which now has great colour all year round. I also now like to thank all the people that helped us, and that's like the Louth County Council for the footpaths, the Louth Leader for all the workshops they provided for us and the education that we got from it, and also the Louth Tidy Towns Together. We greatly appreciate your work that you're doing for us and for the whole county.
Hello, I'm Alison Quayle from the Monasterboys Tourism and Tidy Towns group. We're delighted to be taking part again this year in the Loud Looking Good Awards 2022. It's great to see that we're back out the other side of COVID-19, and this year a lot of our actions have been based on community and getting the community back together. We're here at Drumshallan Forge and Heritage Centre, and it's great that we have such a great facility here for all activities. There have been a number taking place this year, and in particular the Tidy Towns group were delighted to bring back our annual poetry, music and song evening event. It's great to be able to work with all our other community groups, and there have been a number of other events as arranged by the parish, with car boot sales taking place and also other fundraisers in the parish. Some of the projects that we've managed to undertake in the last year have been the installation of 3 wheelchair accessible picnic benches in a number of locations in the community, here at Drumshallan Forge, also the Priesttown Pollinator Park, and also at Fernie Park too. And this allows just everybody to be able to avail of the amenities we have now in the area. Of course, none of these projects would manage to take place without the help and funding available to us, and on that we'd like to extend a special thanks to Louth County Council and their community section, to Louth Leader, to also the local community and development committee, and to the Department of Rural Development. Also our thanks to Louth Tidy Towns Together for their assistance and guidance and for organising this event, and to all our local businesses and private sponsors in relation to our projects. And last but not least, to all our volunteers and members of the Monasterboys Tourism Committee and Group, who without any of their help, none of these projects would take place. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Kevin Halpenny. I'm a volunteer with Dromiskin Tidy Towns. I'm delighted to welcome you to Dromiskin, where the Tidy Towns Committee hasn't rested on its laurels, having achieved its first bronze medal in 2021 from the National Tidy Towns Committee. I'm delighted to be involved with assisting the team here in Dromiskin, delivering green infrastructure and improving the open spaces here for the community. I was privileged to be named Environmentalist of the Year in 2021 in the Loud Looking Good Awards, and I wish this year's nominees the very best of luck for being recognised for what they are doing in their local communities. A number of new projects have been undertaken for this year's competition. Landscaping at the entrances to 2 housing developments with financial assistance from Louth County Council under the Tidy Towns Project Fund have been completed. A sunflower mural painted on a formerly drab wall on the Commons Road, as well as a mural of Cuchulainn in the local school grounds, have been completed. New interpretive panels have been installed in the Heritage Park here, as well as bespoke seat, on which I'm seated, have been made by our committee member Seamus McGard. And the Dromiskin Heritage Park was also awarded its first community green flag last year, and it has retained it for 2023, making it only one of 19 community-owned and managed parks in the entire country to achieve that award. A sustainable urban drainage project completed by the Tidy Towns Group in 2021 and incorporating paving and tree planting has helped address some localised flooding issues in the village. And the next big exciting project here in Dromiskin is the development of Kinnity's Pond, for which the Tidy Towns has secured a licence from the landowner to develop as a nature park. We're currently seeking tenders and quotations for the creation of a new entrance and a new park network within this new park. And and then we'll follow that with landscaping, interpretive panels and amenity features as funding opportunities present themselves. I want to conclude by wishing Glenmiskin Tidy Towns the very best for the future year.
Hello, my name's Andrea McCavitt. You're very welcome here to Giles' Quay. I'm a member of the Giles' Quay Lordship Mount Bagnall Tidy Towns Group. I am proud to say that we were founded about 18 months ago. This Tidy Towns Group was the brainchild of local Olive Curran. She planted the seed with a few locals to suggest the formation of a Tidy Towns Group during lockdown, and everybody jumped at the chance to get on board. Since then, we have come a long way. Some of the projects of note that we have partaken in was the erection of signs at the entrance to our Tidy Towns areas in Lordship Mount Bagnall, and we soon hope to erect one at Giles' Quay here. In addition to this, we carried out some major works at Lordship Cemetery, where we renovated the altar, we planted some shrubs and bedding. We also painted the walls and gates and erected a place name sign. Louth County Council provided us with Irish native trees back in 2021. We planted these trees in Mount Bagnall, the area we now refer to as the Meadow. This project grew and grew. Since then, we arranged to plant a wildflower garden. Both biodiversity and pollination were key elements of our Tidy Towns application to the National Tidy Towns Awards this year. We are proud to say that we took part in this competition. In addition to this, we also are so happy to be a part of the Louth Tidy Towns Together group. We have received great support from Mary Murta in the Louth Tidy Towns Together throughout our work with the Tidy Towns group. We look forward to carrying out many great projects in the future. As the saying goes, lots done, more to do. We cannot thank our volunteers in the area enough, Louth County Council, Louth Tidy Towns Together, and all our locals who have come on board and supported our projects. We look forward to working with you all in the future. Thank you.
Welcome to Dunleer, here in the middle of County Louth. My name is Pat Roach from the Secretary of Dunleer Tidy Towns. We're here at this spot specifically today to show you one of our greatest achievements in the last 12 months, which we launched in January this year. You will see here behind me St. Bridget's Cross on top of a Welcome to Dunleer sign. This forms part of the branding for Dunleer, along with milling, which we have branded on the south side of the town. This is our major project for 2022. Now also along this road area further in, you will see a small roadside garden which we are calling the Tree of Life Garden. This has been developed into a biodiversity garden this year. And further up by the school on RD Road, we had also an area of planting which we converted to biodiversity planting also. Of course, along with the usual activities of litter picking and cleaning of the town, as all tidy towns do, we're also participating in a number of ventures, particularly as we were underfunded during the COVID period. We ran a monster raffle here over the last 6 months, which helped to take us out of debt and back into the black once more. And along with that, during the summer months, we had an afternoon tea party on the lawn at the castle. We were delighted to be in the winning enclosure last year for this competition, and hopefully this year we will also be in the winners enclosure. Thank you.
Welcome to Talonstown. My name's Anne Sheridan. I'm PRO of Talonstown Tidy Towns, who next year will celebrate 40 years taking part in the National Tidy Town competition and taking part in Loud Looking Good since its inception. But this year's competition, we have upgraded our Brink Bank facility, and by removing the Lalandi trees, wildlifing or wildflowering the back area, and it was all done by the children in the National School. We also upgraded our magnificent signage around the Brink Bank, which brings it up to date. One of the many new additions to Maguire Park is the lovely signage and seating area, and that was provided by funding from RD Credit Union sponsorship. And we have a lovely B hotel up at the upper end, and it was won in a competition and made by the Men's Shed in Tullyallen. Last but not least, we'd like to mention the delight of the local population on getting the entire village resurfaced. We would like to thank Louth County Council for their efforts in getting this work done. It's very much appreciated by all the residents of Talonstown. I'd like to wish the very best of luck to all those taking part in the Loud Looking Good Awards, and thank you to the sponsors who make this possible every year.
Eileen Carter, Blackrock Tidy Towns. The past year has seen us emerge from the COVID restrictions here in Blackrock and return to our more normal Tidy Towns activities. Always a busy place, and especially in the summertime, 2022 so far has seen us return to previous years. The work of our committee and volunteers has returned to normal levels, doing our usual litter picks and beach cleans, with the assistance of the Community Employment Scheme, Louth and the Probation Service. This year we have promoted a number of biodiversity projects, the planting of perennial wildflower areas, no-mow and low-mow grassed areas, and the introduction of native coastal plants into our village planting scheme. With the support of the Louth County Council Tidy Towns Projects 2022, the National Tidy Towns Grant, and loans from Louth Tidy Towns Together, it has enabled us to support the residents of Rathmount Estate to plant a woodland, replace some of the mature trees along the promenade that were damaged in previous winter storms, repair and replace some of the amenity lighting at our iconic sundial in the village centre, and the further development of the composting area in Blackrock Park for community gardening. Of particular note, and our biggest project, has been the sustainable lighting project in Blackrock Park, where pathway lighting was installed, powered by solar and wind. This was made possible by funding from Louth Tidy Towns Together, Louth County Council and fundraising locally. It was very reassuring to see our village businesses open up after the numerous lockdowns and thrive again. They brought life back to our main street, brought people out onto the street, visitors to the village. We were also very pleased to see a number of new businesses open in the village, adding to the amenities and the services and adding to the appearance of our main street. The place this year, it never looked so well. The weather was kind. It brought out the locals and the visitors alike to enjoy the sun, the sea, the sand, and an ice cream sitting on the wall, which really is the essence of Blackrock. It's been a good year.
The results of the Housing Estates categories are as follows. Category A Housing Estates, sponsored by Wuxi Biologics. In third place, we have Onrian Anagassan. In second place, Killinear Cottages, Killinear. And the winner of Category A, Glide Road Cottages, Talentstown.
And moving on to Category B housing estates, sponsored by V&W Recycling. The Adjudicators Award goes to Mayfield Drive in Haggardstown. In third place is Rathmore Cottages in Kilcurly. And in second place, Castleview, Talentstown. And the winner of Category B is, once again, Papal Drive in Cullen.
And now the results of Category C housing estates, sponsored by Callan Construction. In third place, we have Orchard Villas in Termonfeckin. In second place, St Mary's Villas, Kilsaran. And the winner of Category C, and firmly back among the prize winners, is O'Donnell Park, Clogherhead.
Category D is extremely competitive and is sponsored by Green Ore Port. And the winners are: the Merit Award goes to Clushnamonach in Carlingford. The Adjudicators Award to Beechwood Drive in Dunleer. In third place, Capogs Gate in Ardee. And in second place, we have Ferdia Park in Ardee. And the winner of Category D is Churchview in Dromiskin. It's time now to announce the winner of the Best Overall Housing Estate in County Louth, sponsored by Louth County Council, and the winner is St Oliver's Park in Carlingford.
The winners of the Best Presented Graveyard, sponsored by Louth County Council, are as follows. In third place, Stabannon Graveyard. In second place, we have Malera Cemetery, and the winner in this category, Lordship Cemetery.
And now to the recipients of the Best Presented Shopfront Awards, and we'll start with Anniegasson, where the winners are O'Neill's Glide Inn and Slaughn's Public House.
Moving to Ardee, we have Kearney's, Moods, O'Neill's Menswear, Sizzlers, Commons Butchers and Muldoon's.
And now we go to Blackrock, where the winners are the Black Walk, Uncle Tom's Cabin, the Break, the Bayview Tavern and the Claremont.
On to Carlingford, where we have Ma Baker's, Carling Fun, McKevitt's Village Hotel, Rena's, Ruby Ellen's Tea Rooms, the Anchor Bar, the Bay Tree Restaurant, the Kingfisher Bistro, the Four Seasons Hotel and Fishy Dishy.
And in Castlebellingham, Kilsaran, we have PJ Burns and Standard Brands.
And in Clogherhead, we have La Pizzeria and Garrett's Family Butchers.
The winners in Cullen are Dunnigan's Public House, John Waters' Public House and Crosby Butchers.
And in Dromiskin, we have Daniel's Takeaway and Hallinan's Centra.
In Garabban, Duffy's Cross, a well-deserved recognition for Clusky's Glide Inn.
And in Dunleer, we have Carlito's and Larry Hand and Son Butchers.
And in Kilcurry, we have Sheehy's Public House.
Moving to Knockbridge, we have McNamee's Public House.
And in Louth Village, we have Murnahan's Sark's Bar.
Going to Monaster Boyce, we have the Valley Inn and the Monaster Boyce Inn.
And in Omeath, we have the Bayview Tavern, Elite Physique and Mulligan's Corner House.
In Sandpit, we have McGrain's XL Stores.
And in Stabannon, the Parnell Bar.
In Talonstown, we have the Louth Arms.
And in Termonfeckin, the Forge Farm Field.
And finally, in Tullyallen, we have Graft Cafe and Bistro.
And now for the prestigious Environmentalist of the Year 2022 award. The runner-up in the Environmentalist of the Year is Geraldine Lynch from Stabannon Tidy Towns. And the 2022 Environmentalist of the Year is Alison Quayle from Monaster Boyce, Tidy Towns.
And in the special awards category this year, the first is the Youth Award, and sponsored by Councillor John Sheridan, and the winner goes to Talonstown Tidy Towns. The Age Friendly Award, sponsored by Councillor Anton Motors, and the winner is Dromiskin Tidy Towns. The Waste Minimisation Award, sponsored by Rehab Glasgow, and the winner, Dromiskin Tidy Towns.
The Biodiversity Awards are sponsored this year by a company that wishes to remain anonymous, and we thank them for their support. The winners of the Biodiversity Awards are Blackrock, Dromiskin, Monaster Boyce and Omeath.
The Tree Award is once again sponsored by Drogheda Credit Union, and we have 3 winners this year. They are Dromiskin, Monaster Boyce and Omeath.
The Chairman's Award is kindly sponsored by the Cathaoirleach of Louth County Council, Councillor Conor Keelan, and the winner is Grange Tidy Towns.
The Endeavour Awards are sponsored by Councillor Andrea McKevitt and Councillor Michelle Hall, and the awards go to Sandpit Tidy Towns and Termonfeckin Tidy Towns.
The Special Merit Awards are sponsored by Councillor Maria Doyle, and the winners are Annigassan, Dunleer and Stabannon.
And so, on to the top 5 in Louth Looking Good 2022. The Adjudicators Award, sponsored by Matthews Coach Hire, and the award goes to Talonstown Tidy Towns. The Most Improved Award is sponsored by Councillor Liam Riley, and the winner is Omeath Tidy Towns.
And so to the top 3 in Louth Looking Good this year, with the prizes jointly sponsored by Councillors Maria Doyle and Liam Riley. And third place goes to Monaster Boyce.
The runner-up in Louth Looking Good 2022 is Dromiskin.
And retaining its crown, and the overall winner of Louth Looking Good is Blackrock. Thank you to everyone who assisted in delivering the Louth Looking Good campaign this year. The LEADER programme is a key funder of Louth Looking Good by way of a grant under the Rural Development Programme approved by the LCDC. Louth County Council are key partner in the delivery of the Tidy Towns programme, are very generous corporate sponsors, and perhaps most of all, the many, many volunteers throughout the county who are relentless in their efforts to ensure that Louth is indeed looking good.